What is going on, Libra? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, my love. So let's see what's going on. So I did a reading for you a few days ago. If you guys did not see that, definitely check it out. Okay. So, guys, this is a timeless reading. All right. Whenever you guys find this reading, is when it's for you. All right. So, it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the energy of something or someone around you. And just a disclaimer, my loves, that I will never, ever, ever contact you guys for a reading. If someone does, it is a scammer pretending to be me. So, please be careful and do not get got. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. And hello to everyone who is here live. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for being here. All right. So while I'm recording this, it is Memorial Day weekend. So those who celebrate that or in an area where it's celebrated, okay, I hope you're having a good one. All right, guys. So let's see what's going on. Past, present, and future spirit, show me what is going on with Libra's energy. With your last reading, guys, I kind of had to go at the end. So I'm like, I don't like rushing Libra because you guys show me so much love. So I have nowhere to go, guys. All right, so I'm going to take my time with this one. All right, guys, so the first card you have for your past, the Empress. Okay. The Four of Cups. Okay. Let's get one more card for this past here. The King of Swords. So we have the Seven of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Lover's card, the Knight of Cups reversed, the Four of Swords. Okay, let me just see what's behind that. We have the Temperance card, Wheel of Fortune reversed, Five of Cups reversed. Okay, so you guys, like, there's something that I see you not accepting in your past. Okay, you're being adamant about not accepting it because it's like you're so kind of saw something for what it was, and it's like there's just something you didn't trust for yourself. You didn't trust it for your life. Okay, and it's like your spirit is so pleased that you made that decision. For some of you, this could have been a lover or someone or something that was closely tied to you, but something happened unexpectedly, and I feel like there's a sense of having to heal from this, having to get over this, not wanting to fight this, and making a huge change in an unhappy chapter. Okay, so let's see why these cards are here, starting with the Empress. All right, so why is the Empress here for your past? The Lover's card, the Knight of Cups reversed, Four of Swords, Temperance card, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we're still dealing with the same energies. Let's go a card further and we'll put it all together. We have the Four of Cups, Five of Cups reversed, Two of Cups reversed. I think that something tried coming into your life, but you didn't trust it. And for a lot of you, at the time that it's coming into your life, you're pretty much just like over it. You don't have much regard towards it. And I feel like this is someone that used to be very close to you or something you used to be very closely tied to, but like you see it for what it is and you're not happy with what you saw. Okay. So it's like you take off in life in a different direction despite the fact that you're not 100% over the burden that this brought you, but you're on to bigger and better things. You're on to other paths and new beginnings that you're very passionate about. Okay. And it's like you came away from a toxic energy that you couldn't trust. Your energy coming out right here with the Knight of Swords. You had to cut this out. Okay. So, King of Swords, you're thinking in a sense where it's mind over heart. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you guys have had time to recover from a burden. Like, thinking about what the burden was, again, it still bothers you, but I feel like you're over it for the most part. Like, I don't feel like you're in a room crying about this. Like, I don't feel like life is on pause because of it. Like, yeah, I just feel like you guys are pretty much just you're over it in an emotional sense, but you're not over what actually went down. It's like, yo, I can't unsee what I saw. Like, I can't believe that went down. Like, I'm not crying, but like, did y'all see that? Okay. But this is a situation, Libra, where you've done everything that you could, right? A lot of you have released something that has been in your life for a long time, or you thought it was going to be. Okay. And make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if this is resonating. Four of Wands. And this is for your present moment. So stability, feeling solid, establishing something that's solid. Five of Swords reversed. You guys really cut so much bullshit out of your life. Like, you really have the mentality of, look, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want no bullshit. Okay. I don't want anything that's going to make me feel thrown off or uncomfortable or angry. Like, you don't have it in you. You got too much shit to do. All right. There's too much you're trying to accomplish here. Or just something else that you're trying to focus on here. All right. We have the Three of Swords reversed and the King of Cups. All right. There could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio around some of you. All right. But with the Three of Swords reversed and the King of Cups, I just feel like there's genuine healing that's coming in from you. Healing to the extent that you could feel things and like kind of give advice from like a good place. So, for example, in many cases, let's say if someone gets out of a relationship, per se, right? And they're very angry and bitter about it. And let's say you're in a relationship with someone and things are, going fairly well. You might not want to go to that bitter person who just broke up and necessarily get advice. Okay? Because they're going to be like, oh, fuck that. It's all about the single life. Like, let's go wherever we want. Not necessarily the best idea. Okay? But despite whatever it was that you guys went through, I feel like you're in a place where you're healing to an extent where it doesn't cloud your judgment. Again, some of you still think about how crazy or fucked up something was. All right. But I think that you can think and make decisions from a level headed, empathetic way. Okay. Four of Wands. Why is this here for your present moment? And if you guys want to see the card again, all right, Four of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Guys, you're building on something solid. For some of you guys, with the Three of Pentacles and Four of Wands together, there can be some sort of wedding that's in the works, something being established, something being built. There's just something that's expanding and it's stable. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're at the head of this, or you have a big part in doing with this, okay? And guys, if you're interested in this deck, it's called Why Spell Tarot. I think it's about like $30 on Amazon, something like that. But guys, be very careful about cards on you. I mean, not on YouTube, on Amazon. Make sure that it's authentic, because there's like a lot of these companies, you'll find them in like China and other places in the world, that they'll take a deck that somebody worked really, really, really hard on, and they'll legit just copy it. And the biggest way to know it, guys, is if you buy a deck and on the back you have one of those. Let me see, do I have it here? No, I threw that shit out. But you guys know the little the scannable things that you can just, put your camera on and then click a link. So if they have that for the guidebook, that is a fake deck. They're literally stealing money from the person who actually created the deck. So if you ever see something like that, just know it's a fake deck, and please just don't fall for it. Okay. All right, but okay. So you're manifesting something, like, guys, there's so much energy here, because on one end you're manifesting something that is bringing you balance, right? But on the other hand, there's something that, I'm recognizing the fact that you guys, like, you really tried and tried and tried um to kind of get something off the ground, or to get a particular result, but like to no avail. And with the Hierophant reverse, like, whatever you were trying to get a result in before, there wasn't meant to be results with it. All right. And so you're seeing that now. You're seeing how forced your life felt. You're seeing how maybe certain things didn't come as easy or as naturally. Whereas now you just feel like you're creating so much. Okay. Jessica, thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, guys, you stood your ground, and it's like you're just in a place where you're making peace with things. But what I really feel, Libra, is that this is a major turning point for you. Okay. I'm feeling like a big part of who you were, or a big part of what you invested your time and yourself in, I feel like all of that is changing. I feel like there's just like, we're closing a chapter, we're turning the page, and there's just something brand new. Things aren't the way that they are before. The way that people saw you a year ago is not the way that you are now. Like, things are completely different now. Okay. And it's like, after so much bullshit, you fought so hard for peace. Or maybe some of you didn't fight, maybe you just removed yourself. All right. I know that that's what I've been doing lately, or in the past year or so. But I feel like a lot of you just removed yourself. Like, you don't want to fight. You don't want problems. Okay. You don't want to have to, curse someone out. You're not about that. We have the Nine of Wands. Like, yeah, guys, you're really standing your ground against bullshit. Like, who's getting through that? All right. There's like this little space right here for someone to get through if they want to, but you still have that wand to block their way in if you need to. Like, you're letting shit in, just not bullshit. Okay. That's the only type of shit you're not letting in, the bull one. All right. And you've just seen something for what it was. Like, something didn't fool you. You saw the truth of something, and you're good off that. You're good off that. Like, you're just not interested. Deep down in your heart that you made the right choice. And you know what? You're going to take your L. All right? You're just looking at something like, hey, I lost. All right. I lost, but you really didn't lose. All right? If it was meant to be in your life, it would be. So you're not losing. And guys, because you stood your ground, the universe, rewards you for it. 10 of Pentacles. The fighting is done. You stood your ground through a lot. But don't get me wrong, guys, with the Nine of Wands, that's the card of the wounded warrior, okay? The number of completion in tarot or just numerology in general is 10, okay? So the fact that you're at the 9, like, yeah, you're still standing, but it's kind of like when you're running a marathon and that finish line is a mile away. All right, at the beginning of the marathon, that mile might not have seemed like much, but now you guys are like that last mile, like you can see that fucking finish line. But it's just like I just need to keep running. Like my legs don't want to keep going. My heart's about to come out of my chest, but I'm so fucking close. Okay, you're so close. And there's a mix of you being hurt and angry over something that did not work out. Like you really were just like, oh, fuck this. Like a lot of you, like, you're like, yo, if being alone means not being in the bullshit, then I have no problem being alone. But you guys really came out of something and life is showing you, like, look at everything that could happen for you now that you're not part of that. Okay. So let's see why these cards are here for your present moment. Again, guys, this is the King of Cups and Three of Swords reversed. Okay. You guys made the right choice when it came to something. All right, you guys are making much better judgments in life. King of Pentacles, the High Priestess. For some of you, this can involve a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy as well. But like, I'm sorry, guys, but like, usually people look at someone who's cocky and they're like, ew. But I think this is such a necessary cockiness because it's like, despite everything that you went through, even if you guys are having a hard time saying this about yourself right now, it's like you always knew you were the shit, you know? So it's like, yeah, some things may not have happened the way that you thought they were going to happen, but there's just this very strong understanding that you have within yourself that it's like you're bigger than this. You're meant for something stronger than this. Okay, let's say you guys had like a group of friends and you're just like, yo, like, I can't wait till the day that we could all buy mansions next door to one another and we'll have matching cars with different plates, and we'll do rock paper scissors shoots to see whose house we're swimming at, and whose barbecue we're using and whose husband we're pissing off today. And things could have changed to the fact like, oh shit, y'all not gonna be my neighbors anymore, but I'm still gonna have the mansion, the pool, the barbecue going, a spouse to annoy. So it's like the plan never changed. You're still gonna do what you always meant to do. It's just that those that you were doing it with or doing it around or doing it for may not necessarily be in the picture anymore. Okay. Something's just done and you're better for it. All right. You're better for it. And now you have so much that you're focused on. You guys, look, guys, this is powerful because with the Page of Wands, when it comes to something that you're building, the Page of Wands, that's like the planning part. That's you taking out a notebook and writing down what's going to be needed and how do we get to what's going to be needed and what's the outline of this and what are going to be the bylaws of this. Like it's the planning portion, right? It's the talking about it but before you get into it portion. All right, it's the rough draft. All right, so you go from the Page of Wands to the Chariot. I want you to understand the magnitude of that. It's not something where let's talk about it, let's trial and error it. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go back. And in a month, we can do this. And then, okay, well, that didn't work. So 2 months later or 2 months after that, we can do this and try this. And then, oh my God, in a year, this worked out. Okay, all right, so let's tell the world about it. No, this is talking about it, then jumping to taking off with it. This is like you guys saying an idea out loud in a room, and there's like some sort of investor in the back, like, I like that, let's run with it. And you're just like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 8. And it's like, but it doesn't matter. I got all the money you need. Like, what's good? For whatever it is. Like, it went from something so small to, like, guys, the Chariot, this is the fastest moving energy in tarot. Okay, this is the fastest moving energy in tarot. There's a situation that you desperately wanted to change, and it's changing faster than you fucking expected. All right. In an area where you could have felt like things or people were fucked up around you, you get this emotionally fulfilling new beginning. And you're like, oh my God, I just got my wish fulfillment. Oh my God, my soul is so at ease. Oh my God, do y'all see this blessing? And it comes to you like at a time that you're grieving, or a time where there's like something that you're upset about. Maybe some of y'all were like beating yourselves up over this. Guys, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a time, and this is a true story, quick story, because we've got to get to this. But I used to work at Foot Locker when I was like 16, 17. I was like 17. And I had gotten into a fight with somebody that I was dating at the time. And I'm just like so upset. And my biggest problem then was I didn't have wheels to get where I wanted. And I had really, 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 really strict parents. So it's just like I had no freedom at all. And I'm a year away from college, so I'm craving that. So I'm literally leaving work and I'm crying and I'm crying and I'm crying. And my dad's like, yo, I'm downstairs in the underpassage, come out. And I'm like, Dad, I'm here. Mind you, tears are still coming down my eyes. I'm sad, guys. Dad, I'm here. I don't see you. Where's your Lexus? I don't see it. I hear honk honk. Brand new Honda off the lot. And I'm just like, and it was like a week before my senior year started. So like I'm crying and then I'm running to the car and it's like happy crying. Like, guys, that's what I feel this energy is gonna be for you. Like you're so upset that you don't have a solution. And as you're crying about not having the solution fucking pulls up. And it's happening at a speed that you did not expect it. All right, guys, God has your back with this one. All right. Ten of Swords reversed. The worst that could have happened has happened. It is past you. It is behind you. It is only up from here. The one good thing about reaching rock bottom is that you can't go any lower. The only direction is up. And for a lot of you, you're not at rock bottom. It's just Spirit is saying, for a lot of you, you could have been like, shit, Spirit, when am I going to catch a break? And Spirit's like, you're good. Like, you don't have to like clench yourself anymore. Like, you can let go. You can release. You don't have to brace for a hit. Like, no, you're done. Okay. Thumbs up, guys, if you claim this message for yourself. Page of Pentacles reversed. Oh, guys, and the Magician. I don't know. I think we've spoken about this. I don't know if I have Libra in my chart, so I don't even feel like this resonates with me at all. But for you guys, like, this is such good vibes that like I want to cry for you. Like, I'm a very empathetic person. Like, I can sit next to someone on the bus. I can get on the elliptical next to you, and I can know if your heart is broken. I can know, if you're in a good place. And with this reading, there's just so much that has happened. And you guys are literally at this place where it's like, Lisette, I've done everything that I could. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, but nothing. And right as you're telling me that you tried, and Spirit covers your mouth. You can't say nothing because it's here. You tried, you tried it. It's here. It's right there. You have it. And I'm so happy for you guys. Like, there's nothing I love more than seeing people come out of shitty circumstances and just finally catching a break and getting a win, especially if they deserve it. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing bad people getting away with shit and coming up. It's not right, you know? So in this, guys, it's like it's working. The worst is behind you. And guess what? You've woken up so much in regards to what does not fit in your life at all anymore. Okay. Guys, you're having such a passionate new start after all things went to shit. You protected yourself in many ways, and you cut off the things that were in your life that was making spirit hold back on some of your blessings. Okay. Let's say for a fact, guys, you're destined to win $100 million, right? In the lotto or something. And Spirit's like, yeah, I'm going to let you get those winning numbers. I am. But let's say like you have a narcissistic, abusive husband. Spirit's going to be like, all right, I'm going to wait for that. Or wife. Okay. All right. I'm going to wait for that to go away. And once that goes away, you'll get your $100 million. I got you. All right. Some blessings are not going to come to you if there's certain people or things in your life, because spirit knows that they will fucking take it and fucking devour you and take all your good shit, and spirit's not going to let that happen. All right. Guys, if you cut certain things and people off and your life magically turns around a complete 180 and it's completely getting better, that's a sign that somebody was fucking up your flow. Okay. And random, guys, random. Why do people say that person did a complete 360? No, that would make them be in the same spot that they started, guys. It's 180. If it's a complete turnaround, 180. Stop saying 360. I don't know who needs to hear that. I always hear that and I'm like, wait, so you're right back where you started? Shit, did I miss something in math? But guys, like, this is so solid. All right. So let's start with this Ten of Swords reversed. Okay. So many people say a complete 360, and I'm like, no, you want the 180, not the 360. You want to turn shit around. Temperance, guys. Like, you're in so much peace. Like, you really, really are. And if you don't feel that this is your future card, it's coming in soon, okay? Seven of Swords reversed. Like, guys, things came to light that you needed for it to come to light so that you can find this peace. Okay? You guys had to focus on what was important. Because again, there's something that you tried with, but to no avail. Four of Swords. And honestly, guys, these past situations, people, circumstances that you dealt with, I don't think it's going to be something that you ever fully forget. And I think that you guys need to, at some extent, keep it in your mind, because it's a humbling reminder of how life could be, of how people could be, of how one wrong decision can turn to shit. All right. So, like, and I'm not saying to do this, but I'm just saying, like, kind of in a mental way, like, imagine this was a person you dealt with, and you're getting away, or you're getting away from them or whatever. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you keep a picture of them somewhere, for some, maybe even on display, as a reminder to kind of stay sharp, and to kind of be on your toes in certain situations. But I feel like whatever it was that you guys dealt with here, like, I don't know, anytime a similar energy comes in, you're gonna think about it. All right. I mentioned this reading the other day. I don't know if it was in no, not this reading, this poem. I don't know if this was in someone else's reading or in a collective reading, But guys, if you have time later on, look up on YouTube Dear Ex Lover by Jasmine Mans. Okay. And it's such a beautiful reading. If anyone here is going through heartbreak or has had your heart broken before, like, oh my God, listen to it. But without giving any spoilers, you know, something that she says is, if I ever see my daughter's heart broken, I'll tell her about you. And I think that what you went through, like, I cry over everything. Like, I can't wait to see Little Mermaid. Like, I cry over everything. But when, like, I feel like that's going to be this situation that you dealt with. It's going to be something that you always look back at. And it's always going to be a reminder that keeps you going on your true north path. Okay. Because you guys have made the changes that you need to, Spirit is allowing you to take off because you're on stable ground. Okay? You're on stable ground. It's safe to run. You're not gonna trip over any ditches. You know, you're not gonna be on a path that's gonna sprain your ankle. Like, Spirit's like, nah, it's clear. I checked it. Run, go. This is you. Something comes in very fast, guys. All right? It comes in very fast. And you're getting justice because of that thing that you got out of. And you know, I'm feeling that some of you are sitting here like, yo, God forgot about me. I went through that shit and the world moved on. And nothing. I just went through it and that's all. I just fucking took the hit. And that's it. That's fucking life. Spirit, God did not forget about it. It's just everything in divine timing. We can't rush certain things. And this is a moment where it's like you're talking to God, you're talking to Spirit, you have water in your eyes, or you have tears in your eyes rather, and it's like, oh shit, like, you didn't forget about me. Like, oh, I thought you forgot. Oh my God, I thought you forgot. So that's what I'm feeling for you guys. Like, for a lot of you, it's like, yo, I've been forgotten. I was just fucking left to die, and everybody moved on and the world kept spinning and I was just left there. But like, no. Okay, no. That's not what happened. All right. Sometimes God saves the best for last. Okay. God was able to go to other people because what they wanted and what they were asking for and what they needed, it was, all right, you need, there you go. There you go. You need Libra. I'm sorry I'm late. All right. So you wanted what? And Spirit's just doing all this, like, okay, let's build this. Let's build this. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How can you compare that to someone's when God literally stayed there to build for you? Don't compare God's snap to God drawing a canvas from scratch for you. You weren't forgotten. It's just there needed to be more preparation, more materials, more labor, because what you have and what's coming, it's bigger. And it's not something you can do with a snap. You needed more than a snap. You needed more time than a snap. And that's what you have. Man, I want to do a TED Talk. Page of Swords reversed. For a while, I feel like there's something that was throwing you off. Maybe you weren't even thinking as clearly because of something that was in your life. I read somewhere, and I know, guys, that this reading is going to be different for everyone, but like, I read somewhere, I think it was on Twitter, and maybe I shouldn't get all my news from Twitter, but that, when you're constantly like physical with someone, like, let's say you're constantly having sex with someone and this person is not necessarily the best for you. like the hormones and the chemicals that are exchanged during that sexual exchange, it can literally change the chemistry in your mind for you to um, make decisions that you wouldn't necessarily make. So let's compare this to, and guys, I'm not a doctor. Someone can medically come in and be like, Lisette, it's not the same thing, but hear me out. Hear me out. Let's, like, for example, let's say someone comes to you sober and says, hey, let's go skydiving tomorrow. You've never been skydiving, right? And then in another scenario, you're 4 drinks in and someone goes, hey, let's go skydiving tomorrow. Which one is more likely to say yes? The one that's 4 drinks deep. Okay. So in this scenario, where did I want to go with that? Hold on, guys. I don't want to lose my train of thought. So when you guys are mixing just chemically with the wrong person, with the wrong energies, like it can push you further into making the wrong decisions. Okay, so there's so much that you guys have to fight against, because not only may you have had certain enemies outside of you, but for a while you could have been your own enemy, not even realizing that shit. Okay, something was like, you just, for a moment, you weren't making the decisions that maybe your spirit needed for you to make. All right, but now you're just like completely done with something. Okay, you weren't happy in this, and now you're going towards something else where you have balance. All right, so lastly, the Magician. Lori, I agree. Lori said skydiving is safer than mixing chemically with the wrong partner. I agree. I've been skydiving 4 times, guys, and I'm telling you, y'all, like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but all I'm saying is that whatever problem that you had, once you leap off that plane, you realize how insignificant it is. You realize how small it is in comparison to the world. You're like, wait, I'm crying about so and so. Fuck that shit. I'm booking a trip tomorrow. I got too much that I don't know about this world. So that's why I like doing it. It's just a reminder that, like, the situation is not as bad as you think. Like, bitch, you're flying. Like, that's awesome. All right. Magician. Let's see why this is here. I put my skydiving video up on here, I think. It's up here somewhere. We have Knight of Wands. So this could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, but I just feel like there's something that you guys are getting into. There's a lot of passion behind it. Okay. With the Moon card reverse, guys, you woke up. That's why Spirit is allowing you to have the blessings that you're about to have, because you woke up. All right. And when you're awake, you're less likely to fumble the shit that you're getting. All right. Spirit could not have given you something while you were unprepared, while your mind wasn't on the right thing, while you were making the wrong decisions. All right. But Spirit is seeing you now, and Spirit's like, okay, that's it. That's all I needed to see. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. So, my loves, a lot going on here. All right, let's get some cards of advice, guys. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about this. And Libra, if this is resonating with you guys so far, there's links in the description below to donate. And my website link is there as well if you guys would like your own personal reading. Now, guys, I do offer emergency readings. So if you don't want to wait in line, you want your reading within 24 hours, get the emergency reading. If you guys don't mind waiting a few days, then get the other options, okay? Thumbs up, my loves, if this is resonating. 72 likes, all right, at this time when I'm recording it. Let's see if we can get that to 100. I will be doing Scorpio next, guys, if you have that anywhere in your charts. But don't worry, we're going to talk shit after this, so don't go anywhere yet. So, guys, just in case you were wondering, I literally do the readings in order of the zodiac, from Aries down to Pisces. And then after every 4 signs, I do a collective reading. Collective readings are for all signs. So you guys can always tune into those, as well as any other video that has one of your placements in it. Okay. But yeah, guys, definitely check that out. It's so cute. I had one of my subscribers the other day. She was like, I've never seen your collective reading. I just never thought it would resonate, but I don't know, something told me to click this, and oh my God. Yeah, guys, check it out. Five of Swords, Nine of Cups, Two of Swords reversed. Guys, you took the situation by the balls. You handled it, okay? Now, we have the Five of Cups here. Like, yes, there's a lot that was lost. You're not coming out of this with the same shit that you started with the same people that you started with the same energy that you started this. All right, you're coming out completely different than how you came in. All right, but you guys put up a hell of a fight. All right, a lot of the times people will look at this Five of Swords and be like, fuck, conflict. No, it's all in how you take the conflict. Again, you guys took the shit head on. All right, this is you in the front. Like, yeah, I did that. You won. You took their swords. These people, they're here recovering. All right. They're here like shit. Like, I really want my mom right now. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, yeah, not only did you lose, but I'm going to take, your sword too, bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? And you handled it. And you're happy now. And if you don't feel happy, trust me, you're going towards it. All right. You're definitely going towards it. You took this loss gracefully, guys. But most of you did. All right. But something had to be cut out. Something had to change so that you could be born in a new way. The Nine of Pentacles, guys, like, you needed to emancipate yourself from something. All right. You really, really did. You're going towards your 10 of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, Wheel of Fortune, good fortune, feeling like you won the lottery on life. All right. You faced the devil and you won. All right. And there's going to be so much in your life where you're just seen as such a powerhouse. All right. For some of you, you could have been dealing with the toxic Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay. But guys, honestly, what these cards are saying is that something toxic, like, it actually really ended up working in your favor. You may not have felt that way initially. Maybe some of you may not be feeling that way now, but I'm telling you, from what I see, this redirection really works in your favor. Something just had to go. Okay. But yeah, I love that word, emancipation. I have a symbol on my side that literally means emancipation. Okay. It's an African symbol for emancipation. So, shit. And I have a quote right underneath in Latin, and it says, as faithful as she began, so she remains. Okay. So, guys, no matter what you go through in life, just promise that you're always going to find yourself. All right. Let's talk some shit. And again, for anyone who may have been, who may be new to tuning in, I will never, ever contact you guys for reading. All right. If someone does, it is a scammer. My website is the only way you guys can get one. Sometimes, guys, I go live on Instagram and I'll do live readings. So in my live, you guys ask a question on the spot and I'll answer it on the spot. Okay. For a donation, of course. But yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram. And if I'm ever on and you're down to do it, you can hop right in. Okay. Fake accounts, reflecting, moving. Okay. You guys are reflecting on how something wasn't what you thought it was. Someone wasn't what you thought they were. Okay. And I feel like it's like somebody was looking into you a bit too much and maybe in ways that they shouldn't have been. And I see bad karma around this. There's somebody that was part of this that like they love attention. They want attention. Like they get a high off attention. Or they're fishing to get your attention. We have hustling. Fishing for comments. Guys, there's usually when I see this hustling card, it's like excuse me. Ooh, they don't want you to hear this. Usually when I see the hustling card, it's what it is, somebody going out, making their money, doing what they got to do. In this case, the hustle was about getting information about you. Okay? Somebody wants an inside scoop and they want their groupies to be read in on what you're doing. Okay? Somebody wants the inside scoop for bully purposes. Guys, like be careful around this time. Those people who come up to you and say, "Hey, oh my God, Libra, how have you been? What's going on in your life?" All right, guys, you're not stupid. We know in our hearts and in our souls the people who talk wild shit about us when we leave a room. We know who can text us something nice and they're just talking shit to everybody who's around them. All right? Don't let them know what you're doing. It's literally just somebody trying to piece things together and hoping that when they piece it together that they see absolute shit. Somebody needs to know what's happening with you so that they can assure themselves that it's shit. Okay? Legal issues. This could be someone going through some sort of legal issues. You could be going through legal issues with them. I see legal issues as like a karma card, like something karmic happening here. Cyberbully again. Guys, someone's getting karma for, trying to entertain the groupies when it came to you. Okay? And guys, again, it's people with groupie energy that are looking into what you're doing. Guys, people who are successful, people who are trying to establish themselves in life and trying to establish their business, trying to establish their money, trying to establish their stability, trying to make sure that their kids are fed, trying to make sure that they have a roof over their house. They don't fucking have time to fucking congregate a fucking group of fucking losers to try to find out what's going on with you. All right? You don't see commercials for nice cars because the people who drive them don't watch TV. We don't have the time. All right? So they're facing karma because it's like, it wasn't an AA meeting. It was like a fucking Libra alcoholics meeting. It's an LA meeting, and this is not happening in California. For some of you, maybe it is happening in California. But an LA meeting because of their addiction to you, and it's just a circle of people talking shit about you. Karma is coming because people's on some ain't shit stuff. Okay? And this is someone that maybe their mom should have hugged them a little more. Maybe this one is someone that's neglecting their children. It's like, yo, I know you feel this way about me, but I hear your kid crying in the background. Like, go feed them. All right? Worry about me another time. Go feed your child. All right, we have screenshots. This is bad karma. And if they don't believe that they deserve this bad karma, You have the screenshots to prove that they do. Okay. Like, someone's getting bad karma, and there's people that completely understand why. Obsessive lover. Remember, guys, that obsession and love are two different things. Okay, because if you genuinely love something or someone, you can love it from a distance. You can love it if it's not yours. All right, you could love the Mona Lisa, but it might not be a good idea to pick her up and take her home. You know what I'm saying? So, whew. Someone's just in their ego, guys. This is someone that I feel is like, they feel like they have entitlement towards things and towards life. I saw this quote that said, if you keep seeing time and time again that God is making you wait for a blessing, but you force something anyways, you better be ready to deal with the consequences of it. Someone is so in their ego. This is someone that, oh, mine, all mine. And it's like, okay, can I have this? And it's like, yeah, fine, you can have that. And then a minute later, they hear that what they let you have is actually better than one of the things that they have. So they're gonna be, oh, mine. And they're gonna take that shit from you. Like, guys, this is someone that just feels like their shit don't stink, that they deserve every good thing on this planet, even if it means fucking people up every way, shape, and form in the process of getting it. All right, this is someone that's way too entitled. And now there's a sense of feeling threatened because life is slowly showing them, who the fuck do you think you are, and who named you queen and who named you king? All right, like, you weren't even on the voting ballot. Like, you weren't even on the fucking ballot. Your name was not there. All right, the Green Party hasn't won in a long time or ever. I don't know much about the history of shit. All right, but guys, this is someone that is just like, they just feel like they always deserve to win. Like, they could do the most fucked up thing and then be like, oh, it's me that should eat. Guys, like, this is someone that can, like, go to a restaurant and eat their faces off. Like, they could just eat everything in sight. And then they get home and there's a house full of people, and let's say like 9 people are starving. And someone picks up a slice of pizza, and let's say everybody's poor and they're like, yo, this is the last slice of pizza. And the 9 people are like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Please, like, please let it be me. Please let it be me. The person who just went to the restaurant, who I'm kind of seeing here, will take that pizza and be like, that's mine, bitch. They don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. They are ruthless. They are fucking ruthless. This is someone that will eat the most delicious thing in front of a homeless person. That, don't you wish you weren't homeless, huh? You know, like, this is just like pure, like, of course karma was going to catch up to this. All right? Of course karma was going to catch up. This is someone that will laugh in your face with what they have, knowing that you're brokenhearted over something you don't have. Okay? This is someone that has no problem eating in front of someone that's starving. And even if they have the money and they have more than enough leftovers, they're not giving that out. Boss daddy. All right? They want everyone to think they're a boss. They really, really do. And they've been wasting a lot of time with this groupie energy. Okay? We're dealing with an energy or a person, that tends to gravitate. Let me reword this. This energy or this person tends to deal with energies that they feel they overpower. Okay? I don't think that this person does well around confident people who are okay to say no and put someone in their place. This is someone that's probably more comfortable around people that can be manipulated. They're more comfortable around yes men. All right. And that's why you guys have had so much riffraff, because you're not yes manning nobody no more. Okay. You're not doing that. Here's what the fuck we're not going to do. You would have fucking thought. You would have fucking thought, though. And all this shit, all right, the Libras Anonymous, all this bullshit was all a masquerade of just simply wanting you back. It's like, so you pull a circle of people together to humiliate and talk about me, and it's because you secretly wanted me back? So what happens when you want someone and you can't have them? Oh, you stupid bitch. I think you're ugly anyways. Were you not just asking me for my number? Were you not just asking me to go out? And now I'm the ugly bitch. If that helps you sleep at night. All right? But that's really what it is, guys. And someone's ego is really in the fucking way. And so because they're not getting what they want, then they have to turn into the mean girl or the mean guy. Now they have to be the asshole. Because being the asshole is better than admitting you fucking fumbled the bag. They'd rather look like they don't give a fuck about you than to admit they fucked up and they went too far. Can I get a thumbs up if this is resonating? Can I get an amen? Because they got other people paying attention. All right? This is someone that they're messy with the way that they move. All right? They messy as fuck. Nothing's changed about this person, guys. Especially if this is someone that you've had time away from. Maybe you've thought that there has been changes or different things happening. Guys, it's the same exact shit. Even if you don't necessarily find them in the same place you left them, they're probably somewhere else doing the same shit. All right? And you know better now. That's why you're dodging so many bullets and you're not letting this person know what you're doing. That's why they're desperately looking for information, because you're not giving none. Okay? You're not giving none. They truly have no fucking idea what's going on. Oh my God. I didn't even see the bottom. They genuinely have no idea of what's going on with you. They want to know. All right? If they're not watching you, they have their dumb bitch ass peoples watching you. You're not interested anymore. They know that. That's why they're triggered. So again, this is going to be someone that seems very unbothered. They're going to seem like whatever, this ain't shit, dust it off. But this is someone who gravitates themselves, again, towards people that they can get something from. All right? For some of you, this is family, someone you had a family with, someone that felt like family. But the real reason why they're tripping, they lost you, Libra. And yeah, they're into you. But the side bitch, the side hoe, whoever this side asshole is, they're not going to let that happen. Or you know, it's like they want to go towards you, but they got other shit they got to handle. All right? This is someone that's gaining a very bad reputation. This is someone that tries to force things in their life. They try to force good things in their life. Like, this is someone, guys, that, like, this is someone, like, if for those of you that have seen the Facebook movie, like how the idea was completely stolen, like, that's this person, the person who stole it. Okay? This is someone that talks just mad shit, guys. But again, they're acting cold because in the reality, they're confused as to why they don't have access despite the photo proof. You know what's crazy is I bet you that this person, if they looked, they would see that they even have proof of why you're not fucking with them. They just got to look for it. Like, they just got to go up in the text messages. It's right there. All right? So now they're running. They're avoiding shit in life that's important. All right? Pocket's not looking too good because you're ignoring responsibilities. They're ignoring responsibilities. Yeah, this is someone that's really fucked up, bad habits, impersonator. The person that they flex to be for the clout is not who they are. And you guys know that very well, and that's why this shit is fucking done. You've seen it for what it is. I digress. Libra, I love you guys so much. I hope that this reading helped. If you guys would like your own personal reading, I would be happy to read the fuck out of you, all right? I will definitely look at whatever aspect of your life you guys would like, all right? So, guys, I will see you soon. I will be back with Scorpio next. I'm going to see how many readings I could do tonight. It's 12:30 a.m., all right? But yeah, I don't think I'm going to work. Well, tomorrow is technically today. But yeah, Memorial Day, it's supposed to be nice. Let me be a good mom and like take my son by the water or some shit. I love you guys. Take care. And again, guys, if you need something quick, please get the emergency reading if you don't want to wait more than a day. Okay? Take care.